Hello there, friends, and welcome back to Metal Gear Solid 5. Shut up, Ocelot.
Concerns the running of Mother Base. Come meet with me.
Welcome back to Metal Gear Solid 5, The Phantom Pain.
Okay. This base belongs to you now. Make Diamond Dogs the force it deserves to be.
That's
like
right,
any
with Diamond
organization,
Dogs.
we need good people, and we need to make good use of their talents. Miller asked me to lay that out for you.
Alright. So this is Peace Walker. We gotta build the base.
To start bringing people in, use this. It's a Fulton recovery device.
Nice.
When you're in the field, use it to extract any soldiers or prisoners you want back here. And we'll see if we can't persuade them to join the ranks of Diamond Dogs.
Cool beans.
Go on. Test it out on the staff here. Anyone
Thank you,
want.
Ocelot.
First, put him to sleep. You have a training.
Whoa, did I just hit him? Am I just being a freaking asshole to people?
Thanks for that, boss.
What's the matter, boss?
Alright, well, I assume if I choke him, then I can use the Fulton recovery on him, right?
That's one way of doing it. Now extract it.
Alright, cool. Bye-bye! I love the Fulton recovery. That was one of my favorite parts of Peace Walker. This place is pretty cool. Hey, salute me.
Don't
Thank
pull
you.
Any punches. Don't pull any punches.
Alright. What's up, bruh?
I'm ready, boss.
I'm ready, boss. Are you? Can I take your gun? No, you picked it up. Damn it. Fine. I'll accept it. You're welcome, bruh. Alright, let's just kind of explore a little bit.
I'm ready, boss.
I'm ready, boss. What? Ugh. Bullshit. It's gonna be like Super Mario Galaxy where we're gonna build levels and then be able to advance to the top. Super Mario Galaxy! Woohoo! Oh, we can keep going up here.
Don't
Sup?
pull any punches.
Thanks, dude. I'm gonna choke ya. You wanna fly? You get to go to space. You're welcome. Bye-bye.
Extraction arrived at Mother Base.
Man, more bullshit's not done. What's that? Ich weiß nicht. Alright, let's go down. Cool. Alright, can we go out?
I'm not finished yet.
What?
You can only Fulton recover someone if they're not resisting it. No dead bodies either. They don't make great recruits. The staff
that's
member
true.
you just extracted will be assigned to the team best suited to his abilities. See for yourself. Open your iDroid.
Okay.
Select staff management from the Mother Base menu.
Okay.
So that staff member was placed on the R&D team. The R&D team is in charge of developing all kinds of weapons and items that'll support you on missions.
Oh, okay. Oh, okay, so that's where the
Please
weapons
That's
are.
the R&D
project.
team's
Got
development.
it. So this is just Peace
See
Walker,
the
just a
item
different
called
layout.
cardboard
Okay.
box? Didn't seem much use to me, but Miller was adamant that you'd want it on the list.
Yes,
The
of
last
course.
word in infiltration technology, or so he said. In any case, we don't have the manpower to develop it just yet. We need more staff on the team.
Okay.
Go extract a few more people.
Any punches.
Show them how it's done, boss.
Go for them, not me.
But I want to grab
That's
you,
enough.
Ocelot.
This isn't the time. Try throwing. It's the best way to knock someone out instantly.
Wait, can't I throw? Don't I just move? There we go. Go to space. Come here, bruh. There we go.
Extraction arrived at Mother Base.
Thing I should mention. A Fulton extraction
Unit
won't
function
always be
added.
successful. If the person is
Oh.
injured, the shock is going to kill them.
Project has been
And if the
added.
weather's unfavorable, well,
Extraction
could end up going
arrived
missing.
at Mother
Oh, well,
you
Base.
that's
can
new.
determine the chance of success by approaching the person you want to extract. If you want to be sure you can get them out, best carry them to the chopper instead. Just be aware that
Yes!
Development has finished.
I got my
Please
box.
select.
Nice. Woo! Hell yeah! I got some toys.
Supply drop-
Get up.
And there it is. Not sure
Nice.
when it's good for, but Miller said you know what to do. Try it out. One last thing. The staff
Oh.
members you extracted were all placed on the R&D team, but that was Miller's decision. If you think they belong somewhere else, you're free to move them around. Well, that about does it.
Mission
You
info
won't
has
make any
been
GMP
updated.
or find recruits hanging around here.
There we go.
Board the chopper when you're ready for a mission. Open your iDroid and select a landing zone to tell it where to pick you up.
Oh, okay, so I
Or
have
if
to
you're still
tell.
in the mood for knocking guys on their asses,
Interesting.
you can start.
Yes. Salute. Salute, good sirs. No, you don't notice me? Move! Out of the way! I'm Big Boss, bitches! What? What do you need? Leave me alone. Can't you see I'm busy? Alright, let's go. No, get up. Alright, let's go do a mission. Adios, bitches. Where are we going now? Are we just gonna go get more people? I know, like, our ending goal is to try taking out. Man, that's really cool. I know our ending goal is to try to take out Cypher, but we got Miller, so now it's like, what are we doing? We just getting more recruits? I'm all cool with that, man. I liked a lot of the managing in Peace Walker. The one thing I didn't like, though, as y'all know if you watched that ending, was I just hated all the hoops I had to jump through in order to trigger that, like, real ending. That was annoying. But Peace Walker as a whole was a very fun game. Balance of payments. The fuck? Oh, I see. Don't worry, I'll make it better. Starring Punish, Venom, Snake, Revolver, Shashka. Oh. We beat the game, friends! Just like last time, we beat the game, now we get to beat it again. In case you forgot, this game was directed by Hideo Kojima. Just in case you didn't know, because his name hasn't popped up at all so far. Ocelot's briefing. I fucking keep forgetting! I'm sorry. Y'all are gonna yell in the comments, Bill, you gotta listen to the Ocelot tapes. I know! I know, I keep forgetting. Ah.
Mission list updated.
There we go.
Boss, I know you haven't been back long, but I prepared a list of missions for you. Open your iDroid.
You were hospitalized in Dekelia, a British sovereign base area on Cyprus. It's part of British overseas territory that falls outside of Cypriot jurisdiction. You got moved from Cuba's Little America right into Cyprus's Little Britain. Why Dekelia? The UK and the US remain close allies. The last place Cypher would think to look for you is inside their own system. That's what kept you safe in British military hospital for 9
Interesting.
years. The safest place from a whale is inside its own belly. You were a regular Geppetto.
Well, it wasn't Pinocchio who led me out to safety. So who was that guy?
Cypher went so far as to attack British territory, burning their own ally. That's how badly they wanted you dead.
He said I was in a British military hospital. But the doctor had a Greek accent.
They hire locally. Easier
Oh, it was
to
a
trust
Greek
them.
accent.
Dekelia is also home to Greek Cypriots, after all.
What about the
I
Turks?
couldn't figure out
They haven't
that
returned
dude's
to the
accent.
south.
Not yet. The Cyprus dispute is still a long way from resolved. The country is just as split as it was in '74. Turkish Cypriots in the north, Greek Cypriots in the south. Between them, the Green Line, the UN established.
And Dekelia sits right on top of it.
It does. Part of the buffer zone between the two groups. Another reason it was the perfect place to hide you. Easy to spot any outsiders snooping around.
So how do things stand?
Now, last year, the Turks declared that the Turkish Republic of Northern Cyprus is an independent state, though it's only Turkey that recognizes it. In the past, the Greeks and Turks lived side by side in the same villages. There are reasons to fight. Those came from the outside. Greece, Turkey, Britain, America. They all had their own stake in pitting the two sides against each other. But once you spark something like this, it's impossible to control. Both sides build up grudges like debt, without the foresight to see that each act of revenge just fans the flames. And then it's too late for other nations to rush in with peace talks. The embers keep on smoldering. Each nation's arrogance only breeds anarchy. The world is paralyzed by this hunger for revenge. Cyprus is no different. You're up.
We're changing ships?
We can't go sailing the Suez in a whaler.
That's the dude that
The
helped me.
Suez Canal.
He's talking.
When did they reopen it?
Not long after you were attacked. Once they finished sweeping it for mines after the Arab-Israeli conflict. Can you stand? We're gonna transfer to a container ship for passage through the Suez. Our destination is Pakistan, Afghanistan's neighbor to the south. There we disembark and head via Peshawar to the Zero Line, the border. We'll travel to the Khyber Pass by road.
And then?
We continue on horseback. Afghanistan's main roads are under Soviet control. We'll need to go around them. It'll be all narrow, winding paths through the mountains. We'll do better on horseback. It's a local guerrilla tactic. They use the higher ridges to avoid air recons. Then they charge down the mountains for ambushes. The Soviets still haven't devised a counter-strategy. Our time frame is only half as much as we really need. It'll be a tough march.
Better horses than boats.
Well, it'll make for good physiotherapy. Take the time to get used to that new arm.
While the Soviets have indicated they are not participating in the Los Angeles Olympics, primarily because the United States has made no attempt to guarantee the safety of the Soviet Union's athletes, the United States is increasingly demonstrating the belief that the issue has nothing to do with its preparations, and in fact this is retaliation for the Western nations' boycott of the previous Moscow Olympics. That concludes today's news.
That's quite some news.
The Soviet Union not attending the LA Olympics? Yeah. Andropov's death has changed some things. They're calling it revenge for the Western boycott of the Moscow Olympics.
Countries boycotted the Moscow Olympics?
Yes. In protest of the Soviet Union's invasion of Afghanistan. Over 50 countries were absent. It's too bad I didn't get to see Yamashita's judo. When the 40th Army crossed the Amu River 4 years ago,
I know these games tie
Dayton
very
went
closely
right
with
out the
actual
window.
history, so...
The U.S. Congress chose not to ratify SALT II, and Reagan's hardline politics won him the presidency in a landslide. According to him, the Soviet Union's an evil empire.
That sounds like
Second
Reagan.
Cold War.
And there's been no end to regional conflicts and civil wars. Lebanon, the Falklands, Grenada, Iran, Iraq. The story never changes. Egypt and Israel did sign a peace treaty. But then the driving force on the Egyptian side, President Sadat, was assassinated afterward. Apparently his actions were considered a betrayal of his fellow Arabs.
Islamic extremists?
Yes, fundamentalist extremists have been responsible for some bold acts of terrorism in recent years. We've had extremist students in Iran take U.S. embassy workers hostage, and suicide bombings in Lebanon.
Sorry,
Over
my chair's
300 foreign soldiers stationed there have been killed. But countries have yet to develop an effective means of dealing with terrorism. Afraid of losing their own men, they've pulled their forces out, handing private forces a golden opportunity.
Private forces?
Small armies with no national affiliation, working for the highest bidder. That's right, they got the idea from you. After Mother Base went down, they began spreading to meet the soaring demand. Miller's organization is just one of many PFs now. The entire world is after you. But at the same time, it needs you too. Miller told me about what happened in the Caribbean 9 years ago. You do remember Miller. You'd formed a private army with him. An army with no allegiance to a nation.
I remember, but...
I see. You're not sure what's fact and what's a fantasy caused by the coma. It's still all a mess, huh?
So this dude was in a
All I
coma
can do
too.
is tell you the facts as they were told to me. I've gone easy on you up until now, but this is where the hard stuff begins. 1974, the year before you entered your coma. You were in Colombia, operating with a small unit of men, basically mercenaries. Miller was among them. Miller was trying to find a way to turn his and your talents into a line of work. He was looking to start a business where you would fight on behalf of others around the world, those who needed military force. But the reality was, at that time, you didn't have enough gear to equip your own men. Then Miller came across this client. It was a huge job he was offering, but you had a shot at pulling it off. You accepted it and headed into Costa Rica. The client even threw in an offshore facility in the Caribbean. The mother base, that would be your new base of operations. Miller sure did have a head for business. As your mission went on, your unit grew and grew. More weapons, more money. Before you knew it, you were commanding 300 men. As the organization got bigger, your military powers swelled to match. It got so the international community couldn't afford to ignore you. You were just too damn successful for your own good. You, your men, had worn out your welcome. Everyone was out for you. East, West, First World, Third. It was only a matter of time before someone took you down. And that was XOF. Officially, they're an anti-terror unit under the CIA. In reality, they're Cypher's private strike force. They lured you to Cuba using Chico, the Nicaraguan revolutionary kid, and Paz, a mole who worked for Cypher as bait. While you were gone, XOF,
This is
posing
now
as a
also
nuclear
talking to
inspection
Snake,
team,
to me.
stormed Mother Base. At the same time, C4 they placed on the strut legs went off. The whole thing went down in minutes. XOF. Kisses and hugs followed by a big FU. All because of Miller's blind spot. A back door into Mother Base no one suspected. You remember a certain scientist. Huey was responsible for bringing the inspection team on board, giving the enemy a perfect opportunity to hit you at home.
Wait, did he do that on
returning from
purpose?
Cuba when it happened. Mother Base came damn close to taking you with it into the Caribbean. Those of your men out on assignment returned right away.
Because I knew he did that,
They
and he was
refused to
very...
believe the wreckage in the water they found was Mother Base. But they checked the coordinates again and again, until reality finally settled in. You were supposed to die that day. That was XOF's primary objective. As far as most folks know, you did. The first doctor to see you wasn't even sure what he was looking at. Before they'd even finished operating, your men moved you to that hospital in Cyprus. It was a woman named Eva who arranged that.
Oh, thank you,
Rings a
Eva.
bell, huh? Most men in your condition would have been written off right from the start. But you survived. You went straight down to hell, and they pulled you out. Your eye wide open. Full of venom. The days of naked Snake are long gone. Welcome back, Venom Snake.
Oh, that...
This
so
world still
I'm
needs
Venom
you.
Snake. Okay. I'm no longer
Here, Snake,
Naked
try
Snake.
this on. A prosthetic arm. Yeah, Miller was calling it the arm that wasn't there.
So,
The physiotherapy's
I still want to
going well.
know, did
Your
Huey
arm's
do that on
bulked up enough for it to
purpose?
fit.
Because I don't even know.
There. Perfect. A little time with it, and it'll work better than the real
I was
thing.
even just about
What do
to
you think?
ask, like, how's Huey?
I can still feel my real arm.
Well, you better get used to this one quick. You have any pain?
Every now and then.
Where?
My fingertips. My left fingertips.
Sounds like phantom pain. Your brain still remembers your old hand.
Oh,
What about
okay.
your vision? Can you see okay?
Yeah.
Phantom
at the
pain.
moment.
Now, the shrapnel in your skull is pressing on your optic
That's
nerve.
interesting. That's an
I'm
interesting
told
way to
any
put
hard
that.
impact could
You,
have an
you
effect
still
on
feel
your
pain in
visual
an arm
cortex.
that doesn't
Yeah.
exist anymore.
The
It's
doctor
phantom
mentioned
pain.
that.
Your
Huh.
brain might process visual information incorrectly. In other words, you could have hallucinations. You might see things that aren't there, or not see things as they really are.
Oh,
You experienced
Okay.
any of that?
I think so.
When?
Right after I wake up, colors look faded.
Colors, huh? Well, that's not a major concern in and of itself, but it could mean the difference between life and death in the field.
what about Psycho
need to watch
Mantis and
out for
Flame
that.
Boy?
I will.
All right. You should continue your physio. We'll be arriving soon. It's the last chance you'll get.
Those are interesting. Oh, okay, these don't have as many So the first briefing was just the longest one. I was gonna say, oh, I maybe shouldn't listen to the rest of these, but that first one was pretty long. This one's pretty long, 3 minutes.
I hear they started calling you Shalashaska in Afghanistan. What's that about?
You know the term Sharashka? It's slang for a suspicious, hastily thrown together organization. The word became associated with a type of forced labor facility in the Soviet Gulag system. OKB scientists and engineers who'd been convicted of crimes were sent to a Sharashka for forced R&D. The Sharashkas were supervised by Lavrenti Beria of the NKVD, the secret police, under the official name 4th Special Department.
Forced research? That's not very different from what we do here.
Diamond Dogs is different. Everyone here believes in you. Regardless of where they came from or why they're here, they revere you. And they're fighting because it was their choice.
And if it wasn't, they'd leave?
Who knows? That's our reality here, whether it's real or not. If there's another truth, I don't want to know it. All that matters is that's the concept that's taken shape in their heads. The traces of a group ideology, our superstructure, to put it in Marxist terms.
All right. Go on.
Right. So anyway, at some point the enemy started calling me Sharashka. This was after the war in Afghanistan broke out. While I was keeping an eye on you in that hospital, I was also heading up interrogations here. The men I broke gave up their comrades and families, everything they wanted to protect them most. No real cause for it. I just let myself get caught up in the old Russian pride. And suddenly I received the honor of becoming Special Interrogation Advisor to the forced labor camps. But the more men I interrogated, the more people saw me as just that, the interrogator. It helped cover my real objective of keeping you safe.
You went that far for me?
Far enough to keep you alive. I ended up being pretty well known among the Afghan guerrillas. Some of them would have seen me on the battlefield. And that's how I got the second half of the name. Shashka. It's a sword. A type of saber from the Caucasus. Russian dragoons and Cossacks carried them into battle. Now the Russian Empire had a general by the name of Fyodor Arturovich Keller. His bravery earned him the nickname Russia's greatest Shashka. Someone must have known about that, because somewhere along the line, Shashka
So
got
interesting
stuck on
to
the end
see
of Sharashka.
Ocelot's
The
story
guerrillas were
because
using the name amongst themselves. By the time I got
he
to hear
really
about it,
is like the main
pronunciation had wound
character
up as
in this series
Shalashaska.
because he's in
So
every
half Gulag, half hero
game.
sword.
I guess
Is a perfect
he
fit.
wasn't in
But you see
Peace
how rumors
right?
and ideas about people can get out of hand fast. Once you create a
But
character
he's
and put
with
it out there in public mind,
this Snake's
it warps
timeline
and twists with
and
every
with
baseless
Old
rumor.
Snake's timeline.
And before you know it, all
Or
people
not Old
see
Snake,
are
like,
phantoms.
Previous Snake.
In my case, it works out just fine. I'm plenty used to working under aliases.
So SALT 2 still hasn't gone into effect.
That treaty was
What's
drawn up to
SALT
limit not
2?
just the size of the U.S. and Soviet Union's nuclear arsenals, but also their delivery systems. The whole deal. Just when we thought all those years of negotiations had paid off, somebody decides to invade Afghanistan. The timing couldn't have been worse.
The president was in the middle of the SALT 2 talks back then.
You mean while you were busy trying to stop Peace Walker? I heard. President Ford was meeting with the General Secretary in Vladivostok. In his absence, the political brass in America detected what they didn't realize was false nuclear launch data from Peace Walker, and were on the verge of ordering a retaliatory nuclear strike.
Coleman's big idea? Humans are incapable of destroying themselves. Turns out he never knew what humans are capable of.
If that AI, I mean, the boss, hadn't found a way to stop the fake data transmission, they probably would have gone ahead with the launch.
Deterrence was revealed as the pipe dream it
She
was.
had to sing.
All thanks to you.
Sing
and
a
her.
song.
The U.S.-Soviet talks looked set to fall through.
That was a beautiful
what happened
ending.
in Nicaragua no doubt helped trigger
Fake
a change of heart.
ending.
But in the end,
The time's to find the politics. When you've grabbed their tail, they turn and bite your hand.
I first met you 20 years ago now. The place was Selenouyarsk in the Soviet Union.
Yep.
We were enemies. I was with the GRU. You were still fighting for America.
But you were technically working for America the whole
Operation
time.
Snake Eater. Its objective? The assassination of the legendary soldier known as the Boss. When you returned home successful, they awarded you the title Big Boss. Your CO, Zero, sought to carry on the boss's will by covertly establishing his own organization. You knew the original members from Operation Snake Eater. From America, there was David O, or as he was to you, Major Zero.
Yep.
Donald Anderson, aka Sigint. Dr. Clark,
Right.
who went by paramedic during the operation.
Right.
And the fourth, you. From China, there was Eva. And
Yep.
me, Ocelot, from the Soviet Union.
Soviet
6
Union,
in
but
total.
really from the
To
US,
us,
right?
government
If I remember that
notions of
correctly.
Friend and foe were meaningless. As were East and West, we joined forces by our will alone. Our objective was to fulfill the boss's dying wish, to make the world one. And to do it, Zero used the Philosopher's Legacy, the secret war fund you obtained during Operation Snake Eater. This organization would go on to become Cypher. I, on the other hand, was left with the problem. You only recovered half of the legacy. I had to locate the other half myself. When I found the funds, I passed them on to Zero, just as you wanted. I still trusted him in those days. We thought what he was doing was the boss's will. Until he started that one project. Les enfants terribles, Zero called in. You parted ways. As did
Is
Eva,
that where he
leaving only Anderson
made,
and Clark still with him. I
Solid
maintained
Snake
limited contact.
and Liquid Snake?
Although, truth be told, we were just keeping tabs on one another. The reason was always you. After you returned to the Army and created Foxhound, you left America. For a time, even I'd lost track of you. I'd imagine Zero did too. You always were the best when it came to hide and seek. Zero created Cypher, an information network to tap into every corner of the globe.
God.
Woven together, Cypher's arteries make the world just one big organism. And that's not all.
It's
It also
terrifying.
monitors the thorn in Zero's side. That's you, tracking your coordinates wherever you might go.
Yeah.
The further you strayed from your roots, the larger Zero became. It's as if he was trying to close the gap between you. But before long, he disappeared from public life. Only a few people had direct contact with him. For a time, I was one of them. Then a year after you fell into your coma, he slipped out of sight entirely. Since
Really?
then, nothing. No photos, no recordings, not even a reliable rumor as to his whereabouts.
Really? That's
I tried
weird.
every method I could think of, but Zero was gone. Freed of his control, his creation, his power continued to grow. Cypher is a great beast, and Zero was its spine. But even without him, it's endured, evolved. But now its body is rotting, riddled with parasites. Parasites like the ones who attacked you 9 years ago in the Caribbean, and then at the hospital. Cypher's Black Ops Unit, XOF. They learned where you were, and came to wipe the slate clean.
But we still don't know where he is.
Christmas Eve, 1979. The Soviet Union rolled into Afghanistan. Muslims had revolted against the Soviet-friendly regime established the year before. The DRA forces could no longer contain it themselves, so the Soviets went in to intervene. The Afghan government was powerless and fraught with infighting. They lost the hearts and minds of the people, and that alarmed the Soviet leadership. With the Islamic Revolution happening in Iran, the Soviets felt they had to act fast or risk the spread of Islamic revivalism. A superpower, sending a motorized rifle division against men on horseback with antique rifles. Everyone thought it'd be over in an instant. Only it wasn't. Some Muslims made their fight a jihad, a holy war, and began a guerrilla campaign on all fronts. A war of attrition. These fighters call themselves Mujahideen. They're being supported by the West through Pakistan. That's why Miller was involved. He was training them near the Zero Line, sponsored by the CIA. The war has become a nightmare for the Soviet troops stationed here. They thought they'd be headed home in 6 months at the most. Then a year passed. 2 years. Now here we are 4 years on with no exit in sight. Afghanistan has become the Soviet Union's Vietnam.
Interesting.
The Soviet troops on the ground want to go home, but at least they have homes to go back to. The Afghans have lost theirs.
Right.
The Soviets destroy the kishlaks, villages, wherever they can. They burn down homes and fields, fill in wells, turn pastures into minefields. It's created a mass of refugees who fled to Pakistan. If the Mujahideen are fish swimming around the villages, the Soviets will go so far as to dry out their ocean. But this has had a big price. There's bitter resentment among the Afghans, and they're taking out their anger on the soldiers on the front lines. Among the Mujahideen are the Pashtun people. They're fiercely devoted to their code of Badal, or revenge. Soviets they've captured have had their hands, feet, and noses.
This is why I
cut
love
off
these
before
games
being
so
left
much,
to
is
die at
because
side of
the
road,
whole thing
just
that
to show
Hideo
their
Kojima
comrades what they're
is
capable of.
showing
Friendlies who come across
is
them can
he's
do
showing
nothing
all
but
this
put
war,
them out of their
destruction,
misery.
how fucked up
Then they
every
burn
system
down
is,
another
no matter
village in
what country you're
retaliation.
in, and no matter how
And the
you try to
cycle
do
of
it, it's always going to be
vengeance
fucked
goes
up, because there's always going to be people who want to be in power. And he's showing how much he hates that. It's so obvious how much he hates all of this, and then this whole game is just him promoting how stupid he thinks all of this shit is. And it's a really interesting perspective, because a lot of times we just hear like, oh yeah, let's go take out the bad guys, you know, there's the bad guys, but like, you see all these different sides and how petty and stupid all this fighting is. And I know this is a game, but again, it's based off of a lot of true history that has happened. And, you know, even if it wasn't historic at all, it's very relatable to things that, you know, this is talking about the 70s, but things that are going on now. Like, it's very interesting. I really like this series a lot.
Snake, I wanted to ask you about the man on fire. What do you remember from the
Yeah.
hospital? Anything we can use?
He doesn't like water.
He took off the moment the sprinklers started up.
Sprinklers? The fire system?
And when he got sprayed with water from the burst pipe, it slowed him down.
When we escaped on horseback, he wouldn't cross the river either.
And then it started to rain. And he disappeared.
Water against fire. Is it that simple? I mean, it makes sense. It's just hard to believe it would work on a guy like that.
Well, something has to work, right? Ah, we got music. That's right, we got, yeah!
She blinded me with science.
Ooh, we got some Wagner in here. Bum bum ba-dum bum 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 ba-dum bum bum. For those of you who don't know, Wagner was a horrible human being. Boo's music lesson for the day.
A Boo music lesson.
Wagner, he wrote beautiful music. Like, his music is exceptional, which is why, like, I think I hate him even more, because it's like, ugh! His way of thinking is so controversial. The Nazis and Hitler loved Wagner's music, once that came into effect later on. But Wagner wrote his music, sometime in the 1800s. I want to say maybe like mid-1800s. I have to look that up. But Richard Wagner was best friends with a king, and he said, "Hey, I really like writing music. Can you like support me and let's build a cool place for people to come watch my performances?" Because he really liked writing operas. The king was like, "Hell yeah, let's do it," because the king really liked Wagner. So those traditional, you know how like if you go to a lot of really old, oh, it doesn't play the whole thing. If you go to a lot of really old performance buildings, you know how they're round and there's a lot of those box seats and things? So Wagner was like, I don't, because the whole point of that was so that the rich who were sitting in the box seats could look at each other and keep watch on each other. They didn't care about the show. It was all like a class kind of thing, right? Well, Wagner hated that because he was like, I write amazing music and everyone should be paying attention to what I've created instead of at each other. So he built what I guess now is the traditional way of how we create movie theaters, performance halls, where it's everyone's sitting in rows, all facing the exact same direction. And we still do that today, and that's because of Wagner. So, you know, even though he was a horrible person, that's one cool thing that he did. But one reason why Wagner was a horrible person was, so a dude would come up and be like, hey Wagner, that was an amazing opera. You know, it was like 5 hours long, but it was amazing. You know, and he's like, oh, thanks, dude. And then he'd go sleep with that man's wife. There's plenty of other reasons why Wagner was an awful person. He was very egotistical, thought he was just like a god. Yeah, there's Boo's music lesson for the day. Sorry, I know you probably weren't tuning in to watch Metal Gear Solid 5 Phantom Pain to learn about Richard Wagner, but there you go. Whoa, one of the kitties is playing with my lights. Stop, Kirby. I know it's you.
Please select a mission.
I've taken the job offers Diamond Dogs has received and made a list of those I want you to consider. Which ones you accept is your call. The objectives of the missions I've added are prisoner rescue, facility sabotage, and high-value target elimination. Probably all a walk in the park for you, but they should help you get back on your feet. I put the mission details on a cassette tape. Refer to it if you decide to accept the mission.
Okay.
We'll receive GMP for completing missions, and extracting soldiers and prisoners will boost our ranks. Building up Mother Base is the first step to achieving our goal.
Okay,
if that
let's
means
just
wet work,
do this one.
So be it. We're gonna have to get our hands dirty. I hope you're rested up, because we're not stopping. Not until the pain is gone. The future of Diamond Dogs is in your hands.
Sure.
We're counting on you, boss.
Why not? Alright, I got my horse. What did I name my horse? Marshmallow? I'm sure. Let's
deploying.
Yep, cool. That's what we're gonna do. We're gonna do it. Hey man, if this game is just a giant Peace Walker, I'm totally down for that. I'm sure there's a lot more. I know it's like really story heavy, and this game is what, like over 40 hours long. It's fucking ridiculous how long this game is supposed to be. But I'm ready. Punish the Venom Snake.
Your target is a Spetsnaz Detachment Commander. Your orders are to take him out. With skills like his, it'd be a shame to waste him.
I'm so curious now to go back and look at Metal Gear Solid 4 to see if Snake has that shit in his head. There shouldn't be. It's a low danger zone, so I can't imagine that anyone would be shooting at us, but... This is really cool. Whoa, what was that? Oh, it's my horsey!
Be careful down there, boss.
Hi! How you doing, Marshmallow? Okay, so y'all were yelling at me about the fucking horse. No, I didn't think to press square. Cause why? When you're playing as Snake, you click L3 to make him run faster, which with the horse, you'd think that you do that, right? Wouldn't that make fucking sense? Also, when I went to the ruins and it was telling me all that tutorial stuff, it didn't say anything, any fucking thing about riding your horse. And when I Googled it, it said to feed the fucker carrots. Now, apparently I was looking at the wrong motherfucking game. I'm sorry. But now, we can go faster.
What's gotten into you?
I'm going fast, dude. What's wrong, man? I'm sorry I put you through all that fucking pain last time. You're like, Boo, just press square. Fucking shit, god damn it, just do it. And I'm like, I didn't know. So I'm sorry. But now we go fast. Gotta go fast. Gotta go fast.
You've arrived at the objective. Your target should be somewhere in that outpost. And don't
What am
forget,
I doing?
He has a Spetsnaz recon detail with him.
Am I taking someone out? Oh, tarragon. We have that at my store that I work at. We have a huge bulk herb section. I see a guard over there. No, I don't want to shoot him. How do I forget how to place the marker? It's not with that. There we go. And like that. With that. Fuck. That. There we go. Pressing all the buttons. I already forgot. I'm sorry, Flens. Whoa! Shit. Did I not take him out? Shit. Fuck, dude. You ruined everything! You know what? I don't like you. Fame decreased. Damn it! You scared me. You came out of fucking nowhere and he glitched. All right. Is that a person? Don't backsass me! Oh my fuck! Let's go! We gotta go! Ah shit, come on. What, is this not Breath of the Wild? Well, that could have gone a lot smoother, Flens. There we go.
So your suppressor is worn out. The gun will be as loud as any other now. If you have to shoot, be careful.
There we go. Great. Alright, that's not exactly what I wanted to do with my gun, but let's take him up. Let's take him up. Let's take him up. Great. Alright, we're weaving our way in. I hear my clanky metal arm. Oh, there's a dude up there. Oh shit, that's not what I wanted. I can't frickin' see.
Marker placed.
Cool. And there's that dude over there, but I don't think I can see him. I'd like to take this guy out if I can. Oh. I don't think this little patch of grass is gonna help me at all. ladder. I don't know if there's another dude. Whoa. Whoa. Why are they listening to that? You don't see me? Oh, was that loud? Shit. Oh shit, I can't do that. Shit. See, in Peace Walker it didn't make any sound, but it makes sense that they would notice that. Okay, they went back to doing their shit.
You have arrived at your destination.
Cool. Great. Okay. I'll use the thingy on him. Oh, shit.
Extraction failed.
Alright, he heard that though. Cool. Oh shit! No! Could go around the back now that they're focused on the front.
Your destination.
Shit.
Don't hang around.
I'll just kill everyone, why not? Let's try that tactic.
Those materials have already been processed. It may not be much, but we can use them straight away if you bring them back to base.
Oh, he's gonna spot me. Ah, hi! Man. I didn't want to kill all of you. Ah! Whoa, you're right there, dude. Here, I want to use this. Let me use this. Can I use this? Please, let me use it. Oh, I'm taking it with me? Sure. Extraction failed. Fuck. Shit.
Конец связи. Всем боевым группам, это КП. Вышел из строя целый ряд ламп. Похоже на проблемы с
Bye-bye.
Ближайший патруль. Проверить сеть питания.
I'd rather just kill like some of the, or you know, like most of them, and then I can try to extract the last couple. Hi. Bad news, you saw me. Bye-bye head, no more. Can I use this? That'd be really cool. If they're injured, I could still take them. Come on up, dude. I think that'll give it to you. We'll see. Granada! Granada! Take him out! Take him out! Hell yeah. What? There's still someone? Oh, there's a dude over there. Didn't even notice him. I also didn't get that other dude. Shit! Oh, hi. Hey. Bye! Alright. I'm right here. Come look for me. Whoa. That's pretty cool. Oh, there's a dude. There's two dudes. I don't even know where they went. Oh, there they are. Sup? Oh my god, there's a lot of them all of a sudden. At this point, I might just take them out. I should have switched to that gun. Can I take that car? Dude, can I run people over? That would be amazing. Brake reverse, accelerate.
Came from Central Asia before, but lately they've been using more and more Russians. Simple, really. There's less hesitation to pull the trigger.
Go! Nice!
Cynicism, but it gets results.
Oh, this game is too much fun, Flens. Woo! We cruising, bitches! I am having oodles of fun. Fame decreased? Ah, who gives a fuck about fame? Cool. Go. Alright. I don't have any more recovery, so you all have to die now.
Extraction failed.
Guess what? Surprise, motherfucker! Bye-bye. Hey, I'll smack you around. Boom! Bye-bye. More people shooting at me? It just never ends. Oh, shit. They don't stop, man.
Outpost captured.
Nice! Woo! We did it!
Please select a landing zone.
Oh, let's just do
Support
that.
helicopter requested.
Alright, let's go, horse! Gotta get to the hula cooper. I don't know what I did, but all I know is I had fun. Hey, we leveled up our team, so
Project has been added.
I kind of got distracted because there's just so much to do.
That was rough.
Oh,
Thanks for getting
okay.
us through it.
That was rough. Yeah, it was. I got a rank E. Oh. I had fun though. I don't really care because I just had tons of fun. I didn't have to restart and die. I had to run away a couple times, but man, are they gonna do this after every single one? Maybe it's like different people work on each mission. I don't know. Yeah.
How you feeling, boss?
I'm
Getting used
good.
to being in the field again.
I'm a little toasty
Having
being in
choppers
this
and a
closet.
horse at your disposal is indispensable for operating in the wilds of Afghanistan. I've gone ahead and arranged for you to be able to develop and customize weaponry for support choppers.
Nice.
You can also develop new equipment for D-Horse if you like. Use
No,
your
his name
iDroid
is
to start
Marshmallow.
development as needed.
Alright, thank you, Miller. Or, was that Miller? I think that was Miller. It sounded like Miller. Ocelot has kind of a southern twang to his voice. Support helicopter now be customized. Great. Got the volunteer. Got the volunteer. Got the volunteer. Got the volunteer. Man, y'all suck. Alright, cool. I'll train them to become stronger.
Side ops list updated.
By connecting your iDroid to the onboard computer, you turn the chopper into your own Aerial Command Center, or ACC. Some elements of staff assignment and R&D of weapons and items can only be performed from there. Take as long as you need to consider all your options.
Looking out a dirty old window. Friday night and everyone's moving. I can feel the heat.
Let's go back to Mother Base.
Select a landing zone. Heading to Mother Base.
We're the kids in America. Whoa. That is a face that's been through some shit. Whoa.
Welcome home, boss.
Thanks. Yeah, if you like this part, go ahead. Leave a like, leave a comment, subscribe to become a friend. If you're not already a friend, a lot of you are not friends. A lot of you who watch, you know, I am grateful that you watch. Thank you very much for watching. But if you want to watch more, you should subscribe or join the Discord. We got some cool stuff going on there. We have a food sharing section of the Discord. If you like to cook or like to see DeSoto's tasty treats. Yeah.